Who wants to make a video on a lamb Hass? I can't remember. It's Hass. It's not Hoss. It's Hass. It's basically, the way you got to remember it is it's a donkey with an H in front of it. All right? Think about that for a minute. Yeah. Okay. So look at this. This is a great tree. This is one of the most popular trees we sell. Here it is with its brand new flush of lush light green growth. It's going to turn nice and dark. And look, you can see here that there is no old green growth on this tree. That means it went completely naked, defoliated almost entirely. In fact, I don't see a single leaf from last year. It's interesting to look at this tree just 2 months ago before all this new flush came out. People freak out in springtime thinking their tree's going to die, and they call me up. And they say, Gary, do something, my tree's dying. And I'm like, no, it's probably not. It's probably just lost its leaves in the spring. But anyway, lamb Hass is a wonderful plant. It was developed by UC breeding program, and it was developed on the Lamb Ranch, the Lamb Avocado Ranch. That's why it's named Lamb. But I believe the person who developed this is Gray Martin, sort of a legendary avocado character that works at UC. He's been breeding all these things for so long. And he's responsible for Gem and some others too. But anyway, lamb Hass is a wonderful plant. It's a lot like a Hass in that it has the same kind of skin quality, same kind of fruit texture. What am I looking at? There you go. Same kind of texture. A similar shape, albeit the shape looks like someone got on top of a Hass and put their Hass on it and sat on it and squished it. Because I'll I know it's a dumb joke, but it gets you thinking about it. So the regular Hass avocado is more elongated. This one's a little more squished, which is kind of nice because you get a thicker section. It's easier to eat. But the main reason this plant exists is because it's a really heavy producer. See that? Yeah, and it also produces really heavily at a young age. And so this is probably the one that's going to give you the most avocados at a young age of any. It's going to be good to eat from May until probably October, maybe longer. Actually, I've had this thing sit on the tree for an entire year, believe it or not. But when you do that, you sort of risk the avocados falling off the tree. So you have to sort of weigh your odds, If you want to store them on the tree, that's great. But if you do, you need to think about the fact that a bunch of them might drop. And then you might check it like every so many days just to see if any are dropping, because what a tragedy it would be for a single avocado to drop and not to be eaten. So that's basically against the law. If I find out you're doing that, if I find out you're growing avocados and they're not getting eaten, you might have the authorities show up, because that's against avocado law. And we're going to sneak through here and see if we get a really beautiful view of some hangers off in the distance. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Can I get any more zoom? Am I fully zoomed? No, I'm full zoom. That's it, people. There you go. But anyway, yeah, this is a wonderful tree, and it's a flowering variety, meaning that it complements well with B flowering varieties. Our most common combination is bacon, which is a very cold hardy B type, with lamb Hass. So if you call me up and you're like, Gary, tell me about every avocado you have, because I want to take up 3 or 4 hours of your time to figure out which 2 trees to buy. Well, yeah, I'll probably send you this video. So, sorry, there's only so much time in my lifetime, and I have to use some of it for myself. But yeah, so I would say if you're in doubt and this tree's going to be hardy to 26 degrees, maybe 25. Below that, you start having issues. The bacon is hardy to like 24, 23 before it starts having issues. And so keep that in mind. But they're pretty hardy. Really get to know your climate zone before you plant. And what else can I say about lamb Hass? It hangs well on the tree. There's no fiber in it. There's seeds not too big, got a lot of fruit, and it's got a lot of girth to it. If you like girth, some people like girth. I particularly love girth. It's just so buffed looking. And yeah, so come on down to Golden Gate Palms. I'm trying to find a really big giant one. There's a real fat one right in there. You see it? Look at that. Big fat one right in the middle. See if I can get in there. Yeah, see a big fat one? Oh yeah, that's the one. Come on down to Golden Gate Palms. We'll set you up with the lamb hass and maybe some the other one that you could do is bacon or possibly a surprise or even a zutana. Those are all complimentary trees. Come on down. Love to see you.